Welcome back to another episode, and we are going to take a look at another Hot Toys figure today, guys. It is MMS number 533. It is Black Widow from the Avengers Endgame series, and I am super excited to check her out. There is the front. Here is the side, back, and other side. And this front image of Black Widow herself. Just great. I mean, guys, this is basically what this is not like an image of Scarlett Johansson. This is like what the figure is going to look like inside here. So I am pumped to check this one out. It's the one that I have definitely been wanting for quite some time. So let's pop this off here. The slip off the top. Put that to the side. And this is as far as I've gotten, guys, is just looking at her from the window packaging. I have not opened this up yet, so like I said, when you look at them from this inside, you know, from the window packaging, they look good. There's no doubt they look amazing. But once you get them in your hands, they are just, it's a whole nother level, guys. It really is. So let's go ahead and pop this open. As you guys can see, I am breaking the seal. A knife here. Real quick. See, hopefully you guys can see. Now, hopefully not too much of a glare on the package. Okay. Let's go and let's take her out of here. Okay. I am excited. See what kind of goodies we're going to have with Black Widow. I mean, there's been other Black Widow figures, you know, for the Avengers series, but they've always had rooted hair, like actual hair. And for some reason, the sculpt just never seemed to really hit the mark as far as Scarlett Johansson goes. But this one, seeing images of this, this seems like it really hit the mark. And this was the one that I definitely had to have. As I anxiously still wait for the Black Widow film to come out. Just like a lot of you have been waiting anxiously for that to come out as well. Plastic off. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Guys, this is going to be good, let me tell you. Alright, let's just get all this out of the way. We don't really need all the extra stuff there. Okay, let's see. Hopefully nothing falls. You guys know how it works around here. Everything always falls out on me all the time. Let's see. There she is in the packaging. And there we go. See, I told you. It is, I'm telling you, it's like tradition. We have to have something fall out every time I make a video. That's okay. That's all part of the fun. All part of the fun. Alright, let's go ahead and let's take this off. Because actually, I mean, when you look at me, guys, I don't know if you can see, without everything falling out again, they keep the figure sealed, like, perfectly, right inside. I mean, they want to make sure these things arrive to you because of the hefty price these, you know, are to purchase. They want to make sure these things come to you in mint condition. So let's get her out. It's a lot of plastic. Oh yeah, they nailed. I can tell already. I can tell, absolutely tell, that they nailed the scope on this figure. Wait until you guys see her on camera. Just amazing. Definitely worth the wait to get a good Black Widow figure. And she looks great. Guys, let me move this out of the way. Take a look. 1, 2, 3. There, head. Oh, look at this. They even make sure that her ponytail doesn't get damaged. Let's see. You guys are seeing her first here up close. I mean, let me look. Wow, guys, I'm no words. I'm completely speechless. This is Scarlett Johansson. I mean, absolutely. This is just incredible. That detail is second to none. Second to none. Now we are going to have to take, let me see. We're going to have to pop the head, which came off really easily because there was a piece of plastic around the ball joint to pop that back on because we have no interchangeable heads with this figure. But just I mean, I don't know. I have no. Just again, typical articulation. The elbow joints. Well, actually, she stretches out pretty well. So these are actually, the joints seem like there's a lot of articulation. There's definitely some flexibility with this suit, which you really wouldn't think. You know, some of these can be kind of tight, and it could be something where you got to make sure that these do not tear, depending on how you decide to pose your figure. But there's definitely, I can take my finger and actually pull a little bit of this fabric, away from the actual body itself. So there's definitely a little bit of, there is some flexibility there, which is good. Again, going backwards, a little bit limited on the articulation there. But going forward, she seems to be pretty good. That's about as far as you're going to get, as far as extension goes. I wouldn't try to go straight out. You're going to probably, damage your figure. And you don't want to do that. So I'd probably about to go as far as that. Elbow joints, that's about as far as you're going to get. Okay? Wrist joints. You have your typical wrist joints. We have interchangeable hands we're going to check out in a second. Okay? Knees, let's see. Let's see how we do as far as the legs go. Okay, so there is, now this is a big one, guys. There is, because of the suit, it's a little tighter down, below the waist. The legs definitely don't have a lot of mobility. I mean, you can see there's not a lot. I mean, there's not a lot of, this is it. This is as far as you're going to get. Your extension on the leg, you're not going any further than this. That's, so that's, unfortunately, sometimes because of the material, you do run into that situation. Not too bad on, from the waist up, waist down, definitely a little bit tighter. Not going to be able to get the foot or the legs out any further than that. But yeah, depending on how you plan on posing these, I really don't see that being too much of a problem. Because again, you have to look, I mean, you can see right here, if I can get close up, there's not a lot of room, stretchy-wise right here. I mean, you can see my hand able to pull, but as far as getting forward, with this, it's not going to happen. You can get her to make with the knees going up with the articulation, bending the knees backwards. Unfortunately, not going to get much more than that. We get a little bit, and really, I mean, you can't get a pivot. Now, whether on the ball joints for the heels, you can't get it going up and down. The boots are definitely restricting that. Now, for me, not a big deal, because I really don't plan on posing her in any crazy positions or anything, action poses. I don't plan on doing that. I don't plan on doing that really with any of the figures. I just want to have them, just maybe holding a gun or something like that. Almost like in a combat position, but nothing too extreme. But the arms definitely, you can see, it definitely stretches out there. But it's not something you're going to want to keep, all the time. Now, as far as the head articulation goes, she can look down. Definitely has, wow. she definitely can look down. That's really good articulation, guys. Haven't seen that. I didn't see that with the Ant-Man figure. Didn't see that with the Star-Lord figure. So that's definitely promising. As far as going back, she can look up. So that's good too. Swivel side to side. Really nice. You could put the ponytail. You can kind of, you don't want to get too crazy. It could, I could see it being fragile down the line where you don't want to move that ponytail too much. But I'm just blown away still how good this figure looks. I said it with the Star-Lord figure. Looking at it, when you get close up, look at the eyes. It's so much life to these figures. It's almost, it's like they're like, you just took the actual actor or actress and just shrunk them down. It's just crazy. It really, really is. And you just, while, trying to decide what, act with figures and trying to decide, how I want, what I want to get to display and stuff. I thought about Marvel Legends with the 6-inch figures, but I just couldn't, the sculpt, there's something that these are just, they're, in a whole nother class. They really are. And this right here, this is why I waited, because this, to me, is the definitive Scarlett Johansson sculpt for Black Widow. It's great. And actually, she stands without even having to stand out, which is great. I haven't seen that with either of the other figures. So that's, I'm really, really happy about that. She has her holsters here for her guns on the side. We have her, we have the belt here. Really nice, really nice. And I'm so glad that they went with the sculpted hair and not going with the rooted hair. Now, Gamora, when we get to her, she has rooted hair. But, unfortunately, I don't think we're ever going to get another Gamora that's going to have the sculpt. But I'm not really worried about that. I think it's going to look good anyway. But this, when the other Scarlet figures, from Black Widow figures that I've seen, the hair can just go, once it gets messed up, it can be hard to have really, get it back into the shape to where it's, nice, really nice and displayable. This, we're not going to have any issue at all. So let's put her down for a second. I've gushed over this figure enough right now. Let's look at the accessories that come with it. Now we have our Avengers Endgame stand. There's a display stand. There's the front of it. Really nice image. Black Widow on the front. And let's go ahead and let's pop this into place. Let's get her all set. Okay, this one's definitely a little bit tighter, but we'll get it in there, guys. Not a problem one bit. Alright. Now this, get her on the stand. Wow, and she looks great. Just great. Alright, now let's see. Now, we don't have too many extras with this figure. Sometimes they go all out, depending if you get the standard version of the figure or the deluxe version. This is just, there's no deluxe or anything like that. So with her, it's basically, you have your weapons, and that's really what it comes down to with Black Widow. Now, if I can just sneak these out of here a little bit, put these on the table. Okay, first thing we'll take a look. You guys can see, like, there's her gun. Okay? The detail is just phenomenal. It really... you can almost, when you look inside, you can see almost like the chamber on the gun. It's just... It's crazy. Really, really is. I think just fit this right into that holster. And put this other one on the other side. Okay. Now she has her, batons. Now this is her batons, for combat. And this is before they, extend. So we have those. Okay, we also have... Okay. We have some swords. Okay. Really nice. I have to believe, if I'm not mistaken, these can just slide right in her backpack on the back here. That's something I think I'm going to have to check out, guys, and see exactly how that works. Actually, what I think it does, if I'm not mistaken, we take these as it would be folded up, and that's basically a way of getting them into the backpack. So when you spin her around, she has these in there. This is basically when you're pulling them out. This is just like an extent, when they're extended. We also have this, which is like one solid piece. Okay. And we'll take a look too. We have the instructions here, so we'll take a look and see exactly what we have. Extra wrist pegs. Always got to have that. Hot Toys always including those. And we have our extra hands. Okay, so let's get those out and see what we have. And that's the hard part, is getting some of these things out of here, guys. Okay, so we have our fisted hands. When she's got to punch somebody, she's got to have those fists. Okay, so we have those. We also have, now this might be, if I'm not mistaken, let's go and take a look and see what we have. See if there's any flexibility with these hands. Okay. Okay, we have our hands here. Now, And what I want to do is take one of these guns out of here. And I want to see exactly which one would be the best as far as... Because again, these fingers are flexible, which helps you get the guns into the hands. So let's go ahead. Let's take her off of this stand for a second. And let's take... Okay. Let's take that off of there. Okay, and let's go and let's put this hand instead. Again, you always want to be careful because, I mean, guys, look at this. Look at these wrist pegs. These joints, very, very thin. You have to be really careful when you're changing things out on these Hot Toys figures, because you don't want to have anything get broken. Okay. Okay. I think we're in shape. Or I think we're good to go. We are absolutely good to go, guys. Yep, we are good to go. Okay. Let's get her back on the stand. She has her gun in hand. And we have some other hand. I mean, we have like, here's our other hand. We have open hand, basically. Okay. So, I mean, that's basically where your option, the majority of your options go with this figure, are the interchangeable hands. That's about it. You're not going to get too many other extras with this. Let me put all this stuff back in here. But still, I mean, this is where this figure will run you a little bit cheaper than, you know, Hot Toys. They vary in price. That's the one thing about this with these figures. They're not all one standard price when they come out. This one runs you probably around, it's probably maybe, I forget how much it was, $230, $235, around that price. But she looks phenomenal. She really does. Again, I'm very happy with how she came out. Couldn't be more pleased. Like I said, I was waiting for a Scarlett Johansson figure to come out, you know, as Black Widow. I know they're putting one out, or at least they've shown pictures of the, you know, in the white suit, as far as, you know, what she's going to be wearing in the Black Widow film. But I'm happy. You know, this is like a standard color of what she's worn throughout the Avengers films, and, you know, when she debuted in the Iron Man film as well, Iron Man 2. So this is good. I'm absolutely happy, over the moon about how good she looks. You know, it's like having Scarlett Johansson right here. You know, like I could interview her right now if I really wanted to. It's amazing. It's like a miniaturized version. But guys, please, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and the unboxing. I like doing it this way. I think you guys see my reaction when I actually take them out. So this is the best way to go ahead and do these videos. Continue doing it this way. And yeah, this is great. She's going to look great up on the shelf. Absolutely going to look great. Yeah. Look, guys, Scarlett Johansson's right here with me on camera. It's amazing. It's amazing. But guys, like, subscribe, and comment if you get the chance. I appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in another video. Take care.